girl Jay, and I decided to make a video, So it was a discussion that has been had probably over and over again as a person that is a extrovert, okay? I'm an introvert because I like being by myself. I'm comfortable with being by myself. They say that that's an Aquarius thing, but I think that's just a quality thing because that's kind of how my parents are, and how my parents kind of raised me, because me and my sister are, like I always say, 11 years apart. So we grew up in the same house, but essentially I was the baby, so I was always by myself and I always had stuff to myself. So I am majorly spoiled, okay? Majorly spoiled. And it's okay. It's a difference between, I was about to say knocking shit over type spoiled. That's me too, if I don't get what I want. But I mean, I've gotten better as an adult. I don't know. John and Hazel, listen, the thing is, my family spoils me. My friends spoil me. I feel like you are always spoiled when you're a good person. So I'll leave that there. But the topic today is going to be about coworkers, okay? This has come up time and time again, especially for me. And I always go back to a class that I took at Southern University. Go Jags. I don't know if y'all won or not. I don't know if y'all played or not. Go Tigers. I don't know if y'all won or not. That's why I graduated too. But I did learn at Southern, one of my professors, I forgot what class it was. I think it was a business class, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what type of class it was. But I think it was a psychology class. That's what I graduated in. But it was basically my professor saying that, listen, a lot of people, when you go to work, they're going to work to make friends. He says that is not what your job hires you for. He said your job hires you to do your job, okay? I also know that people are raised different. So certain things that you are accustomed to, others are not. So what I have noticed, with certain races, salutations, good morning, that's not done sometimes. I think as a person who lives in the South, that's just something that's natural to us. Good morning, hey, how you doing? That's something that's just natural. And a lot of times, being in therapy has taught me that you have to respect people. If that's a person, that's just who they are. And at that point, that's on you if you want to say hello, good morning, whatever, okay? But you just keep on pushing because that's none of your business. But in forming said relationships with coworkers, following each other on social media, my social media is open, as everybody knows, because I don't really post nothing about my life like that on social media. I don't really go out like that because I did that when I was younger. I'm not saying that a person who is my age, and if that's what they doing, that's what they doing. Everybody do your thing. As long as you remain safe, do your thing, okay? But when it comes to people being friends at work, that's not a necessity. You come to work, sweetheart, sir, whichever. You come to work. So the professor ultimately says, if you do gain general, because I have friends at all thousands of my jobs. My coworkers actually hate going places with me because it's always gonna be, hey God, I ain't seen you in da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I do gain relationships with, my phone book is full. That's why when I made that thing about I'm good on friends, it is really that I'm good on friends. I have people who I can literally call. I get stuff done, okay? At the office, I get stuff done. If you want something done, come to Miss Carla, because she gonna try to get it done. If I don't know somebody, I'm gonna get somebody that knows somebody who we can do what we need to do, okay? But ultimately, a person does not owe you friendship at work, That's just not something that it is. I'm sorry that people are under that presumption. but they don't. Like, and I know this because I have this young lady, I'm not gonna mention her name. She is a sweetheart, you know, but I do notice that she sticks, and that's most of us. We stick with our crew, with the people who we are accustomed to, who the people who we gravitate to, and that's okay. You know, if a person doesn't get along, I have friends who don't get along with each other at work, and guess what I do? I keep them hoes apart. Yes, I did not say help, but I keep them apart, you know, because I'm not a person who likes tension. I don't like the fraggle foolishness. I feel like you came to work to do work, so it shouldn't even be all that. It shouldn't be, do I like you? Y'all don't split bills. That's something my grandparents taught me. If you don't split bills with somebody, why the hell do you care? And even when I was splitting bills with my ex-husband, I still didn't care, okay? I did not. You sleep on your side, I sleep on my side, okay? That was it. But I also think people don't understand, too much is given, much is required. I think it's a lot of times that people often look at other people, but don't hold that mirror up to themselves and say, hey, how am I treating this person? In my current job, it's dysfunctional, because we have women, or that's what they, you know, title is women. Now, when I say title, I'm not misgendering anybody, so don't come for me with the misgender, but they are grown adults who are not behaving as such. Even in high school, I did not have people behaving in this manner, you know? If you don't like a person, keep going. It's not that serious. And a lot of times, and I say, I will put my head on the chopping block with this one. When people come to work and are always with that foolishness, always got something stirred up, listen, that came from your house, okay? Don't bring, because I had a supervisor that asked me one time, why am I always so happy? Down to this Target. She did ask me that. And I'm like, listen, my home life and my life in general is conducive to happiness. Now, everybody goes through things, but that's not something that I like to harp on. You know, as a 43-year-old woman, I have been through some shit in my life. Do I look like what I have been through? Absolutely not. But that is nothing but God. And oftentimes, it kills me that these people are always saying scriptures and how close they are to God, but the way that you represent yourself is not of godly manner. That's what displaces me. That's what discombobulates me when it comes to things like that. So I want you all to understand that just because you work with someone, that doesn't mean that that person owes you a relationship. Also, the relationship that you have with one may not be the same relationship that you have with another. I had this same conversation with a friend because I was introduced to another friend through this friend. And actually, me and that friend get along a lot better than the other friend does. Which at one point, the other friend felt some type of way. And we had to sit down as adults and say, listen, me and this person has this relationship because of this. This is something that we, you know, naturally share. And I'm not going to lie to you. I am a person who I can meet someone and my discernment get the clicking and it get the ticking. Listen, if I know, I always say God gives me discernment so I won't need bail money. When I say that, I mean that God tells me, Carla, this person is somebody you need to avoid, because if you end up, and listen, I have, of those 43 years, I have disobeyed and sometimes still continue to disobey God. However, when it comes to being around people, I don't disobey him with that, because that spirit of back you down is still deep in my soul, you know. So before I go to that realm, because I'm already in the criminal field, I can't tell these people to not hit on people, and I'm down to the jailhouse with them. So how that look for me? So I'm not about to risk my career, my livelihood, and my life for somebody who is miserable. And most of the time, these people are miserable at home, y'all. So disconnect. Don't let that person or whoever it is make you feel bad about your stance. If you don't want to be around somebody, don't be around somebody. I tell my supervisor all the time, if it is not mandatory, I am not going to be there. And in situations like that occurred, that she's now seeing. I think she's been seeing it, but now she's really seeing like these. I'm getting her a framed picture of the Maya Angelou statement that says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You see what I'm saying? They have people who just, that's who they are. It's no changing them. And then I feel like once you get, unless you go to counseling and are honest with yourself as well as the counselor, because guess what? You can go to therapy all day long. Lord, it's about to be 15 minutes. Well, I'm on 11 minutes. But you can go to therapy all day long. If you are, for one, not honest with your therapist, for two, not honest with yourself, for three, not truly gonna do the steps, baby, you wasted you, your therapist, everybody's time, okay? So it makes no sense for you to do that if you're not really gonna make those steps to try to make yourself better. And you know, my friend, she told me some of the stuff that was said, and I laughed. My supervisor, because she knows me, okay? So she know, like, we gonna laugh it off because we gonna go ahead about our business. Listen, I have the outrage that some have, like I say, it should be with your surgeon and not with me, okay? And I'm gonna leave that one on the table and on the floor, like Lotto say. Your outrage is with the wrong person when it comes to certain situations, you know? Listen, just leave it on the floor, because you have other bigger fish to fry than big old me, okay? I know I'm a big old catfish, but you got other bigger fish to fry that worry about me, because you are with me for poquito time. You're with me for poquito time, so I shouldn't even be on your radar like that, because people don't be on my radar like that. When something happen, I talk about it and I let it go, because at the end of the day, I do live by the mantra, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe it. Now, she didn't take it the best, and other person didn't take it the best, but I mean, that's who they are. Why do you expect them to be, that's them. Listen. Baby, it's playing praise is what I do. Y'all, my earring that fell out. Lord, I thought I left my thing. Then I'm running late down to the Target. But that's just what I wanted to tell y'all. Relationships at work, that's not a necessity. If it's something that happens genuinely, let it happen. But if it's something that is not, baby, let that thing go like Elsa, okay? Let it go, because it's not worth it. And you do your work, take your ass home. If you get somebody that you judge with at work, kudos. But if you don't, oh well, because it's very few people who have, your best interest at heart. And it's sad to say it, but it's very few people who have your best interest at heart, because if this was true, a lot of people will hold people accountable for the things that they do, and they don't. As a friend, I can't let my friend do something in front of me and I not say, now that was wrong. She's so cute. She is so cute. Her dress is adorable. She's so cute, y'all. She got a little dress on. It's a little girl. I'm not gonna show you, cause she was they was walking to their car and baby, she flipped that dress up. Okay, not flipped it up like that, but she flipped her dress. She like, babe, listen, I used to love my little fluffy dress when I was a girl. So I'm about to go down to the Target. We're gonna see what they have in store. Hopefully it yields better results than it did yesterday. Okay, because there was an issue there yesterday. But we always start on good common ground. Y'all didn't charge my earbuds. So I do have my other ones and I don't have pockets. So listen, don't nobody tell you, won't tell, and I won't tell. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Do what you gotta do, okay? For you. Don't worry about how it's perceived by others. Do what you have to do, because ultimately your mental health is gone. You have to have great mental health for yourself, not others.